Welcome to Bug Busters Pest Pulse, where we delve into the intriguing and often hidden world of pests that can turn your home into their own personal playground. Today, we're tackling a subject that might surprise you: the seemingly innocent squirrel. These agile acrobats dart across our lawns, leap gracefully from tree to tree, and often evoke a sense of whimsy with their bushy tails and curious antics. But there's more to these creatures than meets the eye. As harmless as they may appear, squirrels can pose a significant threat to the sanctity and safety of your home. In this episode, we're shedding light on the serious topic of squirrel damage prevention and why it's a matter of great importance for every homeowner. Imagine this: you're sitting in your living room, enjoying the quiet hum of a Sunday afternoon, when suddenly you hear it, a scratching noise, faint at first, then growing louder. It's coming from above in the attic. Your mind races through possible culprits, and while a squirrel might not be your first guess, it's often the right one. These nimble creatures are not just content to frolic outdoors. When the temperature drops or the nesting season begins, they seek the warmth and safety of our attics, crawl spaces, and wall voids. Once inside, they embark on a destructive spree, gnawing through insulation, wooden beams, and even electrical wiring. The cute exterior of a squirrel masks its potential to cause thousands of dollars in damage, turning it from a neighborhood delight into a homeowner's nightmare. The misconception that squirrels are merely harmless tree dwellers is widespread, but the reality is that these animals can wreak havoc if given the chance. Their constant need to chew, driven by ever-growing teeth, makes them persistent invaders. They look for any opportunity to squeeze through small gaps around rooflines, vents, or chimneys. The danger escalates when they chew through electrical wiring, a hazard that can lead to devastating fires. And let's not forget the mess they leave behind: droppings and urine soaking into insulation, creating strong odors and potential health risks, and attracting other pests like insects and rodents. It's a cascade of consequences from a creature we often underestimate. In today's episode, we're not just about identifying the problem, we're about equipping you with the knowledge and tools to prevent it. We aim to arm you with the insight needed to keep your home safe and sound. We'll guide you through the subtle signs of a squirrel invasion, the proactive steps you can take to secure your home, and the importance of professional intervention when needed. By the end of this episode, you'll be prepared to protect your home from these furry intruders effectively. So, are you ready to challenge your perceptions and safeguard your space? Stay tuned as we uncover the hidden world of squirrels and learn how to keep them where they belong, outside your home. Squirrels, with their agile movements and bushy tails, are fascinating creatures in the animal kingdom. But beneath that charming exterior lies a set of natural habits that make them unique and sometimes problematic for homeowners. One of the most intriguing aspects of squirrel behavior is their nesting instincts. Squirrels are highly industrious animals driven by an inborn urge to create safe, warm, and secure nests for themselves and their young. This is largely due to their natural habitat in the wild, where they must protect their offspring from predators and the elements. Squirrels are known to create nests called drays, which are typically constructed from twigs, leaves, and other natural materials. And these nests are often found high up in trees, providing an excellent vantage point and protection. However, when these clever creatures venture into urban areas, they often seek similar conditions within human habitats, such as attics or wall voids, which offer the warmth and protection they need without having to contend with natural predators. Their constant need to chew is another distinct and important behavior. Unlike many animals, squirrels' teeth never stop growing, which means they must continuously gnaw on objects to keep their teeth from growing too long. This need to chew is not just a survival mechanism, but also a way to forage for food and create safe nesting environments. Unfortunately, when squirrels invade homes, this behavior can lead to significant structural damage as they chew through wood, insulation, and even electrical wiring, posing a fire hazard. The allure of attics and wall voids to squirrels, especially during the colder months, can be attributed to the specific environmental conditions these spaces provide. As temperatures drop, squirrels actively seek out warm and sheltered areas to escape the harshness of winter. Attics and wall voids offer a perfect sanctuary due to their relative warmth and protection from the outside world. These spaces are often undisturbed by human activity, providing a quiet and safe environment for nesting and storing food. The insulation found in attics provides an added layer of warmth, making it an attractive location for squirrels during the cold months. The small gaps or openings often present in these areas allow easy access for these nimble creatures, who can squeeze through surprisingly small spaces to gain entry. Once inside, squirrels use the insulation materials to build and reinforce their nests, further enhancing the comfort and security of their chosen home. The problem arises when this nesting activity causes damage to the insulation, creating cold spots in the attic that affect the home's overall energy efficiency. Additionally, squirrels tend to hoard food in these nesting sites, which can attract other pests, leading to a compounded infestation issue. This behavior highlights the importance of maintaining and securing entry points around attics and wall voids to prevent squirrels from capitalizing on these vulnerabilities. Understanding these natural behaviors is crucial for homeowners looking to protect their property from the potential damage squirrels can cause. By recognizing the signs of squirrel activity and taking proactive measures to secure their homes, individuals can effectively mitigate the risks associated with these persistent and resourceful animals. Squirrels might often be seen as charming creatures darting through parks or perching on tree branches, yet when they decide to make a cozy home in your attic, the charm quickly fades, replaced by a series of unwelcome signs indicating their presence. Recognizing these early warning signs can make a significant difference in addressing a squirrel infestation before it escalates into a more severe problem. One of the most noticeable signs is the sound of scratching noises emanating from the attic or within the walls. These sounds are usually most apparent during the early morning or late afternoon, when squirrels are most active. It's the sound of claws scraping against surfaces as they move around or build nests. Alongside the auditory clues, physical evidence such as chewed materials can also be found. Squirrels have a natural instinct to gnaw relentlessly, driven by the need to keep their ever-growing teeth in check. This gnawing can lead to chewed wood, frayed electrical wires, and shredded insulation materials scattered throughout the attic. Their chewing isn't limited to structural elements. You might also notice damage to stored items or boxes that have been used as nesting materials. Droppings are another clear indicator of a squirrel issue. Squirrel droppings are typically found in concentrated areas where they inhabit, and they resemble small pellets, similar to those of a rodent but slightly larger. These signs collectively tell a story of uninvited guests settling into your home, creating a need for immediate attention. Beyond the evident physical damage, the presence of squirrels in your home poses potential health hazards and structural risks. Squirrel droppings and urine can carry diseases that may become airborne, affecting indoor air quality and posing health risks to the inhabitants. This contamination can exacerbate respiratory issues and lead to other health complications, particularly in children and those with pre-existing health conditions. Moreover, the accumulation of droppings can attract other pests, creating a secondary infestation problem. Structurally, the continuous gnawing can lead to significant damage. Chewing through electrical wiring, for instance, is not just an annoyance, but a severe fire hazard. Exposed wires increase the risk of electrical fires, which can ignite without warning, posing a threat to both property and personal safety. Additionally, the damage to insulation from nesting activities can lead to reduced energy efficiency, resulting in higher heating and cooling costs as your home struggles to maintain consistent temperatures. Over time, these issues compound, leading to costly repairs and potentially dangerous living conditions. It's crucial to address the infestation promptly, not only to prevent further damage, but to safeguard the health and safety of everyone in the household. Recognizing the signs early and understanding the associated risks can empower homeowners to take swift and effective action, ensuring that their homes remain safe and squirrel-free. Squirrel damage can be a major concern for homeowners, but with proactive home maintenance, you can greatly reduce the risk of these bushy-tailed intruders causing havoc. One of the most effective preventive measures is to maintain the perimeter of your home, particularly by trimming back any tree branches that hang over or near your roof. These branches act as natural bridges for squirrels, granting them easy access to your attic where they can nest and cause significant damage. By keeping your trees well trimmed, you're essentially removing a common entry route for these agile creatures. In addition to tree maintenance, it's crucial to inspect your home regularly for any potential entry points. Squirrels can squeeze through surprisingly small gaps, so make sure to check for cracks or holes around roof lines, soffits, vents, and chimneys. Sealing these with sturdy materials like metal flashing or hardware cloth is a practical step to prevent squirrels from finding their way inside. It's important to use durable materials because squirrels have incredibly strong teeth that can easily chew through weaker barriers. By staying vigilant and addressing these entry points promptly, you can create a formidable defense against squirrel invasions. Another key strategy in preventing squirrel damage is the use of chimney caps and vent covers. These devices serve as effective deterrents, blocking one of the most common and accessible entry points for squirrels and other wildlife. Chimney caps are particularly useful as they not only keep squirrels out, but also prevent other issues such as water damage or debris accumulation. When selecting a chimney cap or a vent cover, it's important to choose one that allows for proper airflow while still providing a secure barrier against intruders. There are various designs and materials available, so you can select an option that best suits the architectural style of your home while ensuring maximum protection. Installing these covers is a simple yet highly effective way to safeguard your attic and interior spaces from potential squirrel habitation. Furthermore, they contribute to the overall maintenance and longevity of your home's infrastructure by preventing moisture-related problems and ensuring efficient ventilation. By integrating these measures into your home care routine, you're taking a significant step towards maintaining a squirrel-free environment, ultimately protecting your property and peace of mind. When considering the prospect of removing squirrels from your home, it's important to recognize the potential dangers and ineffectiveness of attempting such a task on your own. While it might seem straightforward to tackle a squirrel problem using DIY methods, the reality is far more complex and fraught with risks. Squirrels are not merely small, cute creatures scampering around your attic. They are agile, persistent, and can be quite aggressive when threatened, especially when they perceive a threat to their young. Many DIY approaches overlook the tenacity of these animals, which often leads to incomplete removal and recurring problems. In fact, the most serious issue with DIY removal is the likelihood of leaving trapped animals behind. This not only exacerbates the situation, but can result in significant damage and health hazards as the trapped squirrels attempt to escape. Furthermore, without the proper tools and expertise, homeowners may inadvertently cause more harm either to themselves or the animals during the removal process. The use of inappropriate traps or deterrents can lead to injuries, and the improper handling of squirrels poses a risk of bites or scratches, which can transmit diseases. Perhaps one of the most underestimated aspects of dealing with a squirrel infestation is understanding the aggressive nature of these animals, particularly mothers protecting their young. Squirrel mothers are fiercely protective and will not hesitate to defend their nests if they sense danger. This protective behavior can lead to aggressive encounters, making DIY attempts not only ineffective, but potentially hazardous. Squirrels, when cornered, can launch themselves at perceived threats, using their sharp teeth and claws to defend their territory. This behavior is particularly pronounced during nesting season when the stakes are highest for the mother squirrel. The challenge is compounded by the fact that nests are often located in hard-to-reach areas, such as attics and wall voids, requiring significant expertise to access and manage safely. Homeowners attempting to address the problem on their own may find themselves in a precarious position, unable to safely remove the animals without causing distress or injury. Moreover, without a comprehensive understanding of squirrel behavior and nesting patterns, DIY methods often fail to address the root of the problem, allowing for potential reinfestation. In summary, while the allure of a do-it-yourself solution might be tempting, the risks associated with attempting to remove squirrels without professional help are significant. Not only does this approach often lead to incomplete removal, but it also poses substantial safety risks to both humans and animals involved. Therefore, enlisting the help of professional wildlife control experts is essential to ensure the safe and effective removal of squirrels, thereby protecting your home and family from further harm. When it comes to dealing with squirrels in your home, the role of professional wildlife control specialists cannot be overstated. These experts are trained to handle wildlife removal in a manner that is both safe for the animals and effective in preventing future incidents. Unlike attempting to tackle a squirrel problem on your own, which can lead to unintended harm to the animals or even yourself, professionals have the skills and tools necessary to manage the situation humanely and efficiently. They understand the behavior and biology of squirrels, allowing them to employ strategies that address the root of the problem rather than just the symptoms. This includes safely trapping and removing the squirrels without causing distress or injury, which is crucial since these creatures can be quite aggressive, especially when protecting their young. Once the squirrels are removed, these specialists don't just stop there. They implement long-term solutions to ensure that your home remains free of such intrusions. This might involve securing potential entry points, advising on habitat modifications around your property, or installing barriers that deter re-entry. The goal is not just to remove the immediate threat, but to create a living environment that naturally discourages wildlife from making your home theirs. This comprehensive approach not only solves the current problem, but also provides peace of mind, knowing that your home is safeguarded against future invasions. Furthermore, the benefits of professional assessment in identifying all potential entry points are significant. Squirrels are incredibly agile and can exploit the smallest of openings to gain access to your home. This can include areas that even the most vigilant homeowner might overlook, such as gaps in roofing materials, soffits, vents, or chimneys. Wildlife control experts conduct thorough inspections of your property, using their trained eyes to spot vulnerabilities that might not be immediately obvious. They understand the kind of spaces squirrels look for and can therefore identify and seal these access points effectively. By doing so, they not only prevent squirrels from entering, but also keep out other potential pests, such as rodents and bats, which might be looking for similar entryways. This kind of preventive measure is invaluable, as it addresses the issue proactively, saving you from the stress and cost of dealing with wildlife issues in the future. Moreover, by having a professional assessment, you also gain insights into any other potential risks that your property might be susceptible to, allowing you to take a holistic approach to home maintenance and wildlife management. Ultimately, the expertise and thoroughness of professional wildlife control services provide a level of security and assurance that is difficult to achieve on your own, underscoring the importance of their role in managing wildlife intrusions effectively. As we come to the end of this episode of Bug Busters Pest Pulse, it's important to take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've shared today regarding squirrel damage prevention and the crucial role of early intervention. Picture your home as a sanctuary, a safe haven where you and your loved ones can find comfort and peace. Now imagine the disruption and distress caused by an unexpected invasion of squirrels. These seemingly innocent creatures that can turn into formidable adversaries when they invade our spaces. Our discussion today highlighted how these agile rodents, with their incessant need to gnaw and nest, can wreak havoc not only within the walls and attics of our homes, but also around our gardens and outdoor spaces. By recognizing the telltale signs of their presence early on, from the unsettling scratching sounds in the attic to the discovery of chewed materials and droppings, we can mitigate the risk of extensive damage and the associated health hazards. This awareness is the first and most critical step in safeguarding our homes against these uninvited guests. Moreover, we underscored the importance of proactive measures, simple yet effective actions that can be incorporated into regular home maintenance routines. Trimming overhanging tree branches, sealing potential entry points, and installing chimney caps and vent covers are all strategies that can serve as formidable defenses against squirrel invasions. These steps not only protect our homes, but also preserve our peace of mind, allowing us to enjoy our living spaces without the constant worry of potential intruders. Yet, we also acknowledge the inherent risks in attempting to resolve such infestations on our own. The aggressive nature of squirrels, especially when they feel threatened or when mothers are protecting their young, makes DIY removal not only challenging, but potentially dangerous. This is where the expertise of professional wildlife control becomes invaluable. By enlisting the help of trained specialists, we ensure that the problem is addressed thoroughly and humanely, with long-term solutions that prevent future re-entry. As we wrap up, I want to encourage each of you to remain vigilant and proactive in protecting your homes. If you suspect even the slightest sign of a squirrel infestation, Don't hesitate to reach out to a professional. Their expertise can make all the difference in preserving the integrity of your living environment. Remember, taking action sooner rather than later can save you from the compounded costs and stress that often accompany these issues. Thank you for joining us on Bug Busters Pest Pulse. We're grateful for your time and attention, and we hope today's episode has equipped you with valuable knowledge and practical strategies to keep your home pests free. As you go about your days, let this thought resonate. Being prepared and informed is your best defense against unexpected challenges. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, as the saying goes. And when it comes to protecting your home, truer words have never been spoken. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and until we meet again, may your homes be pest-free and filled with warmth and comfort.